Okay, now we're going to talk about marketing using Google. I know that many of you are really eager to get your Google AdWords up and going because, as we all know, there are millions of people right now that are doing some type of Google search, and of course, the caliber of prospects on Google are really amazing, and that's how I've been able to really be successful in building my business. And so I want to really share some helpful hints with you and really just mentally help you to understand the mindset of the prospects that you'll be coming in contact with. So, first off, the company that I'm going to use to do my demonstration today with is called Accelerate. And Accelerate is another network marketing company. They have a nutritional beverage. And so here's the deal is you guys, you have prospect A and prospect B. Prospect A happens to be that person who is already in Accelerate, but they're failing. And so they're going to do a Google search looking for information that's going to help them do a lot better than what they're doing right now. And then prospect B happens to be, let's say it's somebody at your job who says, hey, Frank, take a look at this business. I just joined it 2 weeks ago. It's called Accelerate. Here's a bottle, and tell me what you think. And so now you go home, you're sitting at your computer, and now you're also doing a search. And so here's the thing is, when you type in Accelerate, of course, these are all the sponsor links. So this section here is where your ad is going to end up. And of course, the higher you bid on your ad, which you'll learn about later on, but the higher your ad will appear when people do a Accelerate search. So let's say I'm prospect A, and again, I'm already in Accelerate, but I'm failing and I'm looking for help. Well, these particular sponsor links don't appeal to me right now because that's not what I'm looking for. So if you notice here, these three look pretty good. I've got one that says Accelerate Review, read my story before you join Accelerate. So if I'm looking at that particular ad right here, that looks pretty darn appealing because, again, if I'm already in the business, I'm sure they've got some really useful information on what I need to know. So if I click on this, they're going to take me.
Hi, this is Matt.
Whoops,
Please join
sorry.
my newsletter from the foreman.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Um, anyway, I'm not going to go through all this right here, but well, this is actually a very good training tool. And not to be mean to Mr. Matt, but Accelerate Review, read my story before joining Accelerate. If you notice, that link that we just clicked on had absolutely nothing pertaining to Accelerate. And so I'm so glad I clicked on that ad because that's one of the biggest things that happen is people put information like that. But I tell you, if you lure your prospects into your website, they expect to see the information that you said they're going to see once they go inside. You can't do that and say, hey, I've got some great tips and secrets to exploding your Accelerate business, and then I click on it, and then now you're swinging me into My World Plus. That's not what people want to see. You have to first connect with that person, so there needs to be some great information on what makes Accelerate tough. Is it the price, especially in a tough economy? Is it the auto ship order that people have to go on? Is it just tough because of the commitment time-wise? What is it that makes it difficult to succeed? That's how you build rapport with your reader when it goes inside. And then what you slowly say at the very bottom is, hey, I've got a really good business that you have to really maybe take a look at. And so that's prospect A. Now, if we go to prospect B, let's say you're that person who you're not in the business of Accelerate, but someone introduces you to it, and now you're doing your own due diligence. Well, now you're looking for information in regards to some red flags, or maybe just want to learn more about the product. But of course, as you look here, you're saying, oh, this person is giving me a warning, so let me see what this is all about. So of course, this person has an ad up, and most likely their ad is in regards to what makes Accelerate hard. So everything that I was saying that the other guy's information needed to say, this person has done a great job in that their ad actually talks about, here's the difficulties with joining Accelerate. Great company, great product. However, it's not as easy as it looks. So by the time that person has read that article, the information at the very bottom will probably be a lot more appealing, whether that person that's put that ad out there is trying to get someone to join their business, or perhaps maybe it's a product that is going to help them be more successful should they decide to partner with Accelerate. And so this is, like I said, just a quick presentation to put you in the mindset so that you understand, you guys, that there are millions of people right now online doing a Google search. Again, I just use Accelerate, guys, but there are thousands of companies out there. If you go to MLM.com and click on the company database, it'll show you tons of companies out there. And so here's my deal: is there's people that are looking for information pertaining to, again, the company they're already in, and perhaps they're struggling, or they're just gathering information about a company because they're thinking about joining. And so your ability to be able to connect with that prospect is going to ultimately be the deciding factor whether or not that person is going to join you. So that, again, is a segment talking about the mindset and the mind frame of Google. And then now we're going to move on to some other important information. I'll see you on the next page.